Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the dreaded D-Rose Report. Here we go again this week. Some more updates. Don't know if you caught Extreme Rules or not, the pay-per-view, but at one point I was watching it the other day and you got a good shot of Layla's butt cleavage. And Batista at the John Cena match, he was getting ready to throw the, you know how they always throw the top off the announce desk and he pulled the monitors up out of there and throw them down. Well anyway, Batista kept one in his hand. And he actually threw it, and I don't know whether he hit him or not, but he threw it at, I believe, Michael Cole. Whew. Just missed, or he did get clipped a little bit by it. That was kind of dangerous there. All right, let's get down to this. After several rounds of hearings and delays, by the way, Jeff Hardy's trial steam is... stemming from his arrest, last year. I can't remember whether it was September or what. Anyway, it was set to begin next Monday, May 10th, in Moore County, South Carolina, or North Carolina, my fault. Anyway, Hardy's charges have been, to the grand jury for a while, and the grand jury, I can tell this is Monday, came back in January, and they found that there is enough evidence to indict Hardy and sent the case to the Superior Court. Anyway, Hardy was arrested September 11th, 09. And anyway, it was a joint investigation by the officers of Moore County Sheriff's Office and Narcotics Section and the law enforcement units of Fayetteville Police Department led to the search. I'm not sure really what stemmed the search. I don't know whether somebody snitched. I don't know. Anyway, according to the police report, the search of his evidence yielded 262 Vicodin, 180 somas, 550 milliliters antibiotic steroids, residue amount of cocaine, and items of drug paraphernalia. He was also charged with felony trafficking of opium. 2 counts of the felony possession with intent to sell or deliver a Schedule 3 controlled substance, felony maintaining a dwelling to keep controlled substances in, and a felony possession of cocaine, misdemeanor possession of the drug paraphernalia. But if he's convicted of all the charges, he faces up to 14 years. Now, some people had, left comments and things that, he'll probably get probation, he'll get out of it, and all this. I really don't think so, because if he gets just convicted of one thing, the trafficking of opium, I think that's a mandatory sentence. There's no suspension to it in that state. I don't know about other states, but it's going to be kind of interesting. But anyway, it starts next Monday, so I'll keep you deformed of that. All right, F4W Online, Don Carreras worked the weekend live Raw show, losing to Primo Cologne. And Triple H was shown in at the Floyd Mayweather and Shane Mosley fight this past Saturday night. Matt Hardy and his NXT rookie Justin Gabriel will be teaming together at the FCW event Friday, May 28th in Florida. Hardy's going to be signing autographs before the show. He may not be able to after. Paul Bearer, by the way, remember him? He was backstage visiting friends at the Raw Live and main event in Mobile, Alabama this past weekend. Bear noted on his Twitter account that he's still signed under a WWE Legends contract and was recently extended. Developmental referee Aaron Goose Mahoney is now working as an official on the main roster now. And Goose was down in OVW for years. I met him down there a long time ago when my son used to wrestle there. Orlando Colon, and he's the cousin of Carlito and Primo, is now being called Tito Colon in developmental. His previous name was Tito Neves, and it's believed that Colon's going to be called up to the roster soon with Carlito and Primo. Brett DiBiase may have suffered a knee injury this past match with Joe Henning at the WWE developmental tapings down in Florida. DiBiase was scheduled to be called up to the main roster as soon with his brother Ted. And tonight's Raw, by the way, and Superstars taping is coming from Veterans Memorial Arena, Jacksonville, Florida. No match has been announced for the show tonight, but special guest host is going to be comedian comedian Wayne Brady, as noted before. Anyway, John Cena versus Batista is being advertised locally for tonight's show. That could be a dark match. Kane was interviewed by the Knoxville.com this past weekend to promote his live event there, and he had to. Here's what he had to say about the WWE being PG. He said, "I think it's a good thing. When you watch a lot of TV, there's a lot of graphic stuff. You don't want your kids watching violence like The Sopranos. Some of the hardcore fans may be disappointed, but I think it's a great deal we're getting into. We're getting more families to come out to watch." Yes, and let's have some more Inferno matches, Kane. Nothing going on there. With a little else confirmed for tonight's Raw, the hook for Monday's WWE flagship show is going to be guest host Wayne Brady. He also hosts Let's Make a Deal. And I tell you what, if any time is going to be the time for TNA to scoop some people off of Raw over to TNA on a Monday going head-to-head is going to be tonight. Because nothing's been advertised. Pardon me, I'm about ready to fall off my chair. Nothing's got us advertised that we've heard of anyway, unless you go on their website, it may have something on there now, on what's going to grab us to make us tune into Raw. It's not going to be Wayne Brady. That's a lot on the weak side myself. Nothing against Wayne. He's all right. It's just not right. Anyway, Wayne Brady expressed jubilation. He says, arguing hosting WWE Raw means more than hosting the Emmys or the Grammys. Now see, there's the... I ain't saying no more. All right. He says he's going to Orlando for his mom's 79th birthday in Jacksonville and some of the Raw, for some Raw action. He said, yeah, baby, the Grammys is cool, but nothing like wrestling. Mike Mooneyham of the Post and Courier published an interview with world heavyweight champion Jack Swagger. Here's some of the things he said, in case you give a crap. He says, it's unbelievable. It's such a credible honor. I don't know. I can't, it hadn't completely sunk in yet. Oh, that crap. He also was asked about his current role. He says, right now, I think what you see is respect that I have for the championship. Much more crap. And then he asked Jack Swagger about his dream match. He said, a dual program with The Undertaker, who I think is the greatest wrestler ever, and Rey Mysterio. It would be Jack Swagger versus Rey Mysterio versus Undertaker for the world title. He said that'd be great. Hopefully Jack Swagger would win, but it'd have to be with a disqualification. TNA has announced that they did fire, by the way, Bubba the Love Sponge after another incident with a former TNA knockout Awesome Kong this past week. I don't know whether Kong showed up there again or what, but TNA posted this on their Facebook. Effective immediately, TNA elected to terminate the services of Todd Clem. I think I was telling you about that, Bubba the Love Sponge. Todd Clem. Which is worse, Bubba or Todd Clem? He does look like Clem, come to think of it. Anyway, Kong appeared on the Cowhead radio. I don't know where they got that. Cowhead radio show the other day and was ambushed by Bubba the Love Sponge. Bubba used some very crude remarks against Kong, and this is likely the straw that broke the camel's back there as far as his job in TNA goes. Let's see if they say what it was. Kong responded to the news of Bubba's release with the following on her Twitter. Confucius says, karma's a bitch. Named Kong. Get Bubba out of there. Now maybe ratings will go up. Nah. WWE announced on their website this afternoon that Hall of Famer Tony Atlas, by the way, has been released. Atlas was also appeared on WWE TV since the final episode of ECW. He was rehired to last year do the TV deal, but well, so anyways, profile was removed from the website this past weekend after the supplemental draft, and I'm about out of time. So I forgot to do this last time, but I gotta go.